Hello everyone, hope everyone is fine. So we have already discussed in 2 lectures about electromagnetism. तो किसी को confusion हो रहा है कि ये electromagnetism actually कहाँ है, हम लोगों को chapter दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है. So basically हम थोड़ा वो जो confusion है उसको clear कर लेते हैं. Electromagnetism is your complete first book, okay? This is your complete first book जो है उसको हम लोग कहते हैं volume 1 पे जितना है वो electromagnetism. उसका 2 ब्रांचेस है, एक जब चार्ज रेस पे रहता है और दूसरा वाला जब चार्ज मोशन पे रहता है. ठीक है, तो चार्ज जब रेस पे रहेगा देयर विल बी हैविंग 2 चैप्टर्स. एक होगा हम लोगों का इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स, उसका नाम क्या है 1, जो कि ये फर्स्ट चैप्टर है, उसका नाम क्या होता है इलेक्ट्रिक चार्जेस, जो हम लोग डिस्कस कर रहा है अभी अबाउट द चार्जेस ओनली. हाँ, प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ चार्ज डिस्कस कर लिया, फिर हम लोग यहाँ पे फोर्स डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. अभी हम लोग धीरे धीरे इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड शुरू करेंगे. उसका बाद जब नेक्स्ट वाला होगा वहां पे होगा इलेक्ट्रिक पोटेंशियल एंड इलेक्ट्रिक कैपेसिटेंस. ठीक है, एंड व्हेन द चार्ज विल मूव, व्हेन द चार्ज विल स्टार्ट मूविंग, देन आवर चैप्टर विल बी करंट, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एंड मूविंग चार्जेस एंड मैग्नेटिज्म. ओके, सो दिस होप ये कंफ्यूजन जो है ये सबका क्लियर हो गया है. दिस इज योर चैप्टर 1, चैप्टर 2, चैप्टर 3, चैप्टर 4 एंड वी विल प्रोसीड लाइक दिस. तो फर्स्ट वॉल्यूम इज योर कंप्लीट इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिज्म. इसीलिए हम लोगों ने ये जो टॉपिक है उसका नाम रखा है इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिज्म. ठीक है, कंफ्यूजन अभी सबका लगता है खत्म हो गया है. तो हम लोग शुरू करते हैं फ्रॉम द कूलम्ब्स लॉ. कूलम्ब्स लॉ हम लोगों ने ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कर लिया है. सो एंड सॉल्व द न्यूमेरिकल्स फ्रॉम योर एनसीईआरटी टेक्स्ट बुक. एक चीज याद रखना कि एनसीईआरटी का जो टेक्स्ट बुक है वही सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट बुक है, तो उसको फॉलो करना एंड मेक ए हैबिट टू रीड एंड टू स्टडी अबाउट योर द टेक्स्ट बुक. ओके, सो नाउ द टॉपिक इज कूलम्ब्स लॉ. Coulomb's law in vector form. Coulomb's law in vector form. Since Coulomb's law gives us about what? Coulomb's law gives us about the idea of electrostatic force. It gives us the idea about electrostatic force, and we know that force is a what? Force is a vector quantity. So we have to study the Coulomb's law in vector form also. So let us consider one plane. Suppose this one is xy plane here, and there is suppose one charge which is q1, and q1 is the distance of r1. r1 is the position vectors. सबको मालूम है पोजीशन वेक्टर क्या होता है. पोजीशन वेक्टर इज नथिंग बट द वेक्टर ड्रॉन फ्रॉम ओरिजिन टू द पोजीशन ऑफ द पार्टिकल. सो दिस इज द लोकेशन ऑफ q1 and this is the location of another charge called q2. Okay, and what is the distance here? Here distance to kiman a to distance we will say r2. Now we have to find out the, or we have to apply the Coulomb's law in between these two charges. ये दोनों चार्ज क्या है? दोनों चार्ज पॉजिटिव है. So these two charges they will repel each other. If they repel each other, then the force will act along the line joining the two charges. So let us draw a line joining the two charges. Okay, now you think about this charge. So q2 will experience a repulsive force due to q1. So there will be a force in this direction, and this force we will name as force on 2 due to 1. This is force on 2 due to 1. And what is the direction? The direction is given by r cap 1 2. This is the direction. Okay, oh sorry, it will be r cap 1 2 नहीं, ये होगा r cap 2 1. This is the direction of f21. Okay, what is the distance? When we are considering this force s21, तब distance कितना होगा? देखो, this is r1 position, this is the another vector r2 another position. So we have to consider this distance, that is from 1 to 2. So this distance we will name as r21. Remember, this r21 is a displacement vector. हम लोगों को फर्स्ट ईयर में मिल गया था कि डिस्प्लेसमेंट वेक्टर क्या होता है और पोजीशन वेक्टर क्या होता है. ठीक है, फिर से एक बार हम लोग यहीं पे आते हैं. q1 कौन सा पोजीशन पे था? ये पोजीशन मान लो a है और ये वाला पोजीशन सपोज b है. तो दिस चार्ज q2, ये जो चार्ज है यहाँ पे q2 will experience a repulsive force. क्या नाम है उस फोर्स का? f21, मतलब फोर्स ऑन 2 ड्यू टू 1. उसका डायरेक्शन क्या है? उसका डायरेक्शन है r cap 21. And which distance we will consider? We will consider the distance from a to b, not from b to a, because force is acting in this direction. So what is the distance or displacement vector in this direction? r21. Now प्रोसीड करते हैं टुवर्ड्स Q1. So Q1 will experience a repulsive force due to this Q2. So this repulsive force will act in this direction. This is called F12. मतलब force on 1 due to 2. अच्छा, तो ज्यादा कंफ्यूजन हो रहा है तो इसको मत रखो यहाँ पे A B, ठीक है? This is force on 1 due to 2. और या डायरेक्शन तो की होबो या डायरेक्शन होबो 1 2. So this time আমি কোনটো distance লম, we will consider the distance from 2 to 1. We will consider the distance from 2 to 1. So the vector will be this one, R1 2. Okay? Now in first year you got triangle law in of vector addition. तो triangle law क्या कहते हैं देखो, suppose ये एक vector A है and this one is suppose the another vector B taken in the same order. If this is the another vector suppose C taken in the opposite order, ये दोनों vector यहाँ पे same order पे है, ये यहाँ पे start हो गया end, जहाँ पे end हुआ वहाँ पे next vector शुरू हो गया है. So these two vectors are called in the same order, but it is in opposite order. So what is the formula? That C will be resultant and C will be equal to A plus B. Okay? इसको याद रखना, ये यहाँ पे काम पे आएगा. तो first we will calculate force on 1 due to 2. So what is the force on 1 due to 2? The formula is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. You can write here K also, but 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. What are the two charges? Q1, Q2 divided by. अब देखो, when we are considering force on 1 due to 2, we will consider the distance from 2 to 1. मतलब this distance हम लोग calculate करेंगे. Distance क्या है? Distance is a scalar quantity. So we will write R12 vector का only magnitude और यहाँ पे आएगा square. क्योंकि Coulomb's law क्या था? Q1 Q2 by R square. But we are writing it in vector form. So we have to assign the direction also. Direction will be R cap 1 2. Okay. Now the thing is, you focus on now this triangle. This is R2, this one is R12 and R1. We are considering which triangle? This is R2, this one is R12 and this one is R1. Now from this triangle, these two sides R2 and R12, ये दोनों क्या है? Same order. So it is in the opposite order. So हम क्या लिख सकते हैं यहाँ पे कि R1 is equal to R2 plus R12. So what will be R12? R12 will be equal to R1 minus R2. Okay? One more thing. This is unit vector. Unit vector का formula क्या था? कि unit vector R12 is nothing but the given vector divided by its magnitude. ये भी हम लोगों को मिल गया था फर्स्ट ईयर में वेक्टर्स पे, ठीक है? तो दिस फॉर्मूला, दिस इक्वेशन now can be written as F12 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2. इसको हम लोग R12 ही रखते हैं मैग्नीट्यूड. यूनिट वेक्टर कैन बी रिटन एज R12 by this one, the magnitude part. Okay? So it can be written as in the next step 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 divided by, देखो यहाँ पे स्क्वायर है और यहाँ पे अकेला टर्म है, तो दोनों मिलके कितना होगा? This one will be equal to R12 cube. Okay? Multiplied by the vector itself, that is R12. Okay? So this is the equation. Instead of this, we can write 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 divided by, what is R12? R12 is equal to R1 minus R2, R1 minus R2. This is F12. Okay, this is F12. Similarly, if you perform the calculation, then your F21 कितना होगा? F21 will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Charges are the same, Q1 and Q2. So we will write here Q1 and Q1 into Q2. This time we will consider which triangle? We will consider this triangle. This one, this vector, and this vector. Okay? So it will be equal to, the vector will be 2 1. जब 1 2 था तो यहाँ पे क्या हुआ? R1 माइनस R2, जब 2 1 है इस बार क्या होगा नीचे में R2 माइनस R1 whole cube. This one will be R2 minus R1. Okay. So F21 is nothing but you can say this is F21 is equal to minus of F1. तो ये फिर से थर्ड लॉ का डिराइवेशन हो गया. But this is called Coulomb's law in vector form. This equation, or you can say this equation is also the ये नहीं ये वाला. This one. This is also the equation for Coulomb's law in vector form. Okay. So if you want to solve any problem by using Coulomb's law vectorially, अभी हम लोग एक न्यूमेरिकल्स करेंगे based on this, then you have to use this formula. Okay. Very simple. Force on 1 due to 2 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. ये तो constant in charge 1 and 2. So 1 and 2 जो आगे है उसको आगे लिखो 1 2. So यहाँ पे क्या होगा 1 minus 2 और यहाँ पे भी 1 minus 2 in terms of vector. So let us solve a numerical based on this. Okay. इसको पूरा स्क्रीन पॉज करके इसको लिख लेना बढ़िया से. So now we will go for solving a numerical based on Coulomb's law in vector form. Okay. So suppose there is a charge. Suppose there is a charge Q1 is equal to say 6 into 10 to the power minus 4 coulomb at point P1 और P1 का कोऑर्डिनेट कितना है suppose 2 4 5. Okay. And there is one more charge. Suppose say Q2 is equal to 9 into 10 to the power minus 4 coulomb at P2 और P2 का कोऑर्डिनेट कितना है suppose -1, 3 say suppose 8. Okay. These are the two coordinates. Now you have to calculate. Suppose the question is force on Q2 due to Q1. Force on Q2 due to Q1. Okay, you have to calculate this. So actually what you have to calculate that force on 2 due to 1. This thing you have to calculate. Okay. So how we will solve it? देखो. First you write down the the formula. F21 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2. चार्ज तो यहाँ पे दो ही है Q1 Q2. So it will be capital Q1 Q2. Okay. So what we will write at the denominator यहाँ पे क्या होगा? It will be equal to 2 आगे है तो यहाँ पे होगा R2 minus R1 whole cube into R2 minus R1. Okay. Now we have to calculate separately. What is R2 minus R1? देखो यहाँ पे R1 क्या है? As per the question, R1 is equal to 2 I cap plus 4 j cap plus 5 k cap. I think you know how to write this. X coordinate 2, y coordinate 4, z coordinate 5. So this is unit vector along x axis, unit vector along y axis, unit vector along z axis. I cap, j cap, k cap are the orthogonal unit vectors. So what will be R2 then? R2 will be equal to minus of I cap plus 3 j cap plus 8 k cap. So what will be R2 minus R1? R2 minus R1 minus 1 minus 2. It will be minus 3 I cap plus 3 minus 4. It will be minus of j cap plus 8 minus 5. It will be plus 3 k cap. This is the R2 minus R1. So इसका magnitude कितना होगा? How to calculate the magnitude of R2 minus R1? Root over 3 square plus 1 square plus 3 square. कितना हो गया? 9 plus 1 10 plus 9 19. Okay. 9 plus 1 plus 9 is equal to root over 19. So you simply put in the formula. और ये formula में इसको डाल दो. So what is force on 2 due to 1? What is the value of 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught? कितना होता है? This is 9 into 10 to the power 9. Okay. What is Q1 into Q2? 6 is the 54 into 10 to the power minus 8. So it will be here 54 into 10 to the power minus 8. Okay. What is r2 minus r1 whole cube, root 19 whole cube, मतलब it will be 19 root 19. Okay, then what is r2 minus r1? r2 minus r1 is minus of 3 I cap, minus of 3 I cap minus j cap and plus 3 k cap. So this is the answer. Unit will be your Newton. Okay, so if you want to solve, যদি তোমালোকৰ এক্সামত আহে বা এনেকুৱা নিউমেৰিকেল দেখা পোৱা যে চাৰ্জ দুটাৰ যদি পজিশন দি দিয়ে ইন্ডিভিজুৱেল কোঅৰ্ডিনেটস বা ইন্ডিভিজুৱেল পজিশন, তেতিয়া হলে তোমালোকে ফোর্সটো এনেকে ক্যালকুলেট কৰি উলাব লাগিব। এগুলা সিম্পলিফাই কৰি লবা বাস। So this is the Coulomb's law in vector form. Okay, so the next thing is your superposition principle. सुपरपोजिशन प्रिंसिपल। तो सुपरपोजिशन प्रिंसिपल क्या होता है? सुपरपोजिशन प्रिंसिपल की है। ओके, तो यू ऑलरेडी नो इन ग्रेविटेशन इन HS फर्स्ट ईयर you have studied that suppose there is a mass and that mass is surrounded by some another masses, then what is the net force acting on that mass? So you have to calculate the force acting on that particular mass due to the every other masses. Then you have to add all the forces vectorially, because force is a vector quantity, you cannot add it directly. Similarly, here also, suppose this one is a charge Q naught and this charge is suppose surrounded by many charges Q1, Q2 this one is suppose Q3 and this one is suppose nth charges. So how will you calculate? So you have to first calculate the force in between these two, then the force in between these two, force in between these two, Q naught, and then the force in between these two. Okay, then you have to add all the forces vectorially. Remember one thing, while we are using the superposition principle, we will not consider the force acting in between these two, because we are focusing on what is the net force acting on this charge, that is called Q naught, located at point P. We are not focusing कि इन दोनों एक दूसरे मासों की चार्ज है, इन दोनों के बीच में क्या फोर्स है, इन दोनों के बीच में क्या फोर्स है, इन सब का बीच में क्या फोर्स है, that we will not consider. We will focus only on force due to all the charges acting at this point. Okay, so how to calculate? This is very simple. देखो, what is the force acting at Q naught due to Q1? So you already know that the F at O due to 1, इसका फॉर्मूला क्या होगा? The formula will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q naught Q1 divided by what distance we will consider? We will consider 0, 1 whole cube, then R01. Okay. Then what is F02? The F02 will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q naught Q2 R क्या होगा 02. I am using that format जो हम लोगों को Coulomb's law in vector form पे मिला था, ठीक है? It will be R02. So what will be force F0n? ये कितना होगा? It will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q naught. We are focusing on Q naught. देखो इसीलिए सब में Q naught है. Q naught into Qn divided by R0n cube multiplied by the vector. Okay, 0n. So what is the net force? We have to add all the forces vectorially. That is F equal to, you can use here F net is equal to F01 plus F02 up to F0n. So what thing we can take common? We can take common Q naught divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. Q naught is common to everyone and this is 4 pi epsilon naught common है. Okay, So what we will write here, that is q1 divided by r01 whole cube, r01 plus q2 divided by r02 whole cube, r02 plus q eto kiman hobo n r0n cube r0n. तो এটা আমি শর্ট আউট কেনেকে লিখিব পাৰো, so it will be q0 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught summation, we can use the symbol summation, q I r0 I whole cube r0 I is ranging from 1 to n. If I is equal to 1, we will get this term. If I equal to 2, then we will get this term. If I equal to n, we will get this term. So this is the superposition principle. What is the net force? Is equal to this. कभी-कभी ये equation बोर्ड्स के लिए important होता है, ठीक है? तो this is all about called superposition principle. Okay? तो इसको स्क्रीन पॉज करके बढ़िया से लिख लेना. अच्छा, अब आते हैं कुछ एप्लीकेशंस ऑफ कूलॉम्स लॉ पे, ठीक है? फिर से सपोज देयर आर टू चार्जेस, one is suppose q and another is suppose 4q. Both are positive. Now you tell me one thing, if I place here a third charge, suppose say q, then condition is that the net force acting at q equal to 0. Now the question is, क्या ये चार्ज का यही पोजीशन होगा जहां पे नेट फोर्स 0 होगा और कोई दूसरा पोजीशन है? इज देयर एनी अदर पॉइंट्स? देखो, दिस net force 0, net force is equal to 0. What does it mean? Net force 0 means the total forces, means this, not total force, this charge is at equilibrium. Equilibrium matlab the net force acting at this point is equal to 0. It means, देखो, this charge will repel it. Similarly, this charge will also repel it. This is suppose say F1, this is suppose F2. अगर F1 बराबर F2 हो गया, it means the net force acting at Q will be 0. Now you imagine one more point. Suppose at this point, if we place the charge Q at this point, तब क्या होगा? It will repel in this side, and this charge will also repel at this side. So net force will not be equal to 0. If I place at this point also, the same thing will happen. अच्छा, what will happen if I place the charge at this point Q? देखो, due to this charge, due to this Q, it will experience a repulsive force in this direction. Okay? Plus 4Q के लिए भी it will experience a repulsive force along this direction. So the net force will be acting along this direction. So there is a net force. So the net force will not be equal to 0. So what is the conclusion? अगर दोनों चार्ज सेम है, either positive or negative, then the net force will be 0 in between the two charges. Okay? So इस पॉइंट को बढ़िया से लिखो. अगर दोनों चार्ज सेम है, मतलब दोनों चार्जेस का पोलरिटी सेम है, if two charges are of same polarity, then the net force will be 0 at a point in between the two charges. Okay? Now you make, suppose Q still positive and this one is minus 4Q. Now you tell me, अब एक क्या हो गया पॉजिटिव और दूसरा क्या हो गया नेगेटिव. तो if I place here a third charge Q, क्या यहाँ पे net force 0 होगा? देखो, this charge will repel this one and this charge will attract this one. So there is a net force. It means we cannot place the charge here. यहाँ पे भी we cannot place the charge here. We cannot place the charge here. We cannot place the charge here. This is our point where the F net is equal to 0 था. तो यहाँ पे F net is not equal to 0. So where we have to place it? देखो, if I place the charge along this line, then at this point ये इसको क्या करेगा, प्लस q को it will attract, okay, and this charge it will repel, okay. So यहाँ पे भी सेम सिचुएशन हो सकता है. If I place the q here, so this charge it will repel and negative charge it will attract. So net force, there is a condition that अगर दोनों फोर्स इक्वल हो गया तो यहाँ पे भी नेट फोर्स जीरो हो सकता है, यहाँ पे भी हो सकता है. बट व्हिच पॉइंट वी विल कंसीडर, कौन सा वाला पॉइंट सही होगा, कोणतो पॉइंट आम्ही लॉंग. सो तार करणे तुम्हाला काय मनात राहिला, Z2 स्मॉलर चार्ज असेल, दिस q इज स्मॉलर एज कंपेयर्ड टू -4q, दो इट इज माइनस बट इसका ये नेगेटिव चार्ज है तो इसका स्ट्रेंथ ज्यादा है एज कंपेयर्ड टू दिस वन. सो रिमेंबर वन थिंग, द नेट फोर्स विल बी जीरो एट ए पॉइंट on towards the smaller charge. मतलब this will be the correct position. This will be the correct position where F net is equal to 0, and here we cannot place Q because here F net will not be equal to 0. Okay. So what is the conclusion? If the charges are of opposite polarity, then the net force will be 0 at a point towards the smaller charge. Okay, so these 2 points you note it down. तो फिर से हम लोग रिपीट करते हैं दोनों पॉइंट. नंबर 1, if two charges are of same polarity, अगर दोनों चार्ज सेम पोलैरिटी का है, then the net force will be 0 at a point in between the two charges. Okay, and if the two charges are of opposite polarity, एक प्लस और एक माइनस, then the net force will be 0 at a point towards the smaller charges. You imagine, suppose this one is the line, this one is suppose -16q and this one is suppose 8q. So this one is suppose say 20q. So which one is smaller? Obviously -16q. So the net force will be 0 at some this point. Okay, if you place here one charge, then the net force will be 0 towards the smaller charges. Okay, based on this I will give you some numericals. धीरे-धीरे हम लोगों का लेक्चर्स जो होता है उसका साथ कुछ पीडीएफ्स भी हम लोग अटैच करेंगे जहां पे न्यूमेरिकल्स होगा, क्योंकि इतना समय नहीं रहता है कि थ्योरी और न्यूमेरिकल्स हम लोग एक साथ इतना ज्यादा कर ले. तो आई विल अटैच सम पेजेस ग्रेजुअली, नॉट इन दिस लेक्चर बट ग्रेजुअली यू विल गेट. सो वी विल फिनिश द क्लास हियर. इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास वी विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द टॉपिक कॉल्ड इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड. ओके, electric field we will start in the next class. Okay, so take care everyone.